February 4th. Welcome to the ThetaWaveTrader. Trader. This is the NASDAQ Daily. I'm your host, Aaron Hancock, and this is the Breakfast Club. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. We're starting a little early today. So let's look at the NASDAQ. I think if we do get a retest of this low that was created already today, I'd like to see us reach down into somewhere around 21,400, 21,405, somewhere around there. Yeah. Before we go higher. Let's make sure we're live and in person with you folks. Just remember you're the mentor of all our mentors. Mr. Michael Huddleston's doing live videos today as well. So not really a video, he's just doing live stuff on his channel. So if you want it from the horse, that's your source. Well, that kind of rhymes, doesn't it? Or if you want it from, what is it? If you want it from the horse, he's your source. All right, let's anyway skip that stuff here. Morning, Hans. You're the first through the hall, the first through the door today. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. All right. How you doing this morning, Hans? Captain, good morning, good morning. How are you this morning? Okay. So I do want to see a retest of this, perhaps. Right now we're inside this one here. We've ran this low, we've come back up inside here. So if we bounce off this order block here, which is right there, and then continue to come lower, I like to see us take out these lows and get back down into this fair value gap down here and retest this low this morning. That's another way, like I would say, just do one more little pop down there. That'll be your cam model. We've got a cam model 1 already. So if it just exits from here, so be it. kind of stuck in between this. I'm in the middle of this range here now, so we'll wait and see where that goes. I still like to see 60.19. This dropped down to 60.19. Somewhere in here. Let's see if we get that. Just on a daily perspective, yeah, this looks like it can come lower now. We've done the run to 62% of this leg. Just feels like it's heavy now. If we come back into this candle's low and its close, this gap, yesterday's new day opening gap, is low. I want to set key off of anywhere inside here, either the low, the consequent encroachment, or the high of that, to continue coming lower. Well, that hit the objective I had down here. Holy smokes. Okay. Wasn't expecting that soon, but nothing there, nothing there. Still waiting above that one. So now, we have this retracing here yesterday, which is what we were looking for. We put these lines out here yesterday morning. We get a retrace back into that. I wanted it to go higher. There you go. That's higher. Now I want to see this provide support once we get above it. So if we can come back and tap it, look for higher prices here. And then if you're into coffee, wow, coffee prices look huge. There's your next price leg for coffee. $400. And has coffee got expensive or what? Since November last year, it's gone up. Jeepers, for $180, $160. Okay, that's my next upside for coffee. Live cattle. We've retraced back below this level now. We got in here. Got a reverse happening. We pulled back into this range. That little reversal pattern. We've traded back into it. We've traded below it. Returned back into it. Now we're looking for lower prices. So I'm looking back into this box here. If we can get down to this fair value gap and this consolidation, you get a CAM 1 model entry for reversal. Be careful though, because if we take this on the downside and we take more than 50% of that consolidation, look for a run below the low, continuation on the downside. Live cattle. This is flat still. Corn is using the inversion to go higher. Look for it to clear this small little tiny fair value gap here, which is now inversion. We've traded through it, back into it. We come back on top of it. Usually there's an inversion to go higher. Don't forget it's right in the mean threshold of this candle too, so that's why we're getting some bouncing off of there. Lean hogs. Still looking for them to get on top of this candle. It did. So now we're looking to march through this mean threshold and get on top of that candle. Look for this to provide support to go higher if you can get up there. Oil. Oil is going lower. Here's my downside objective for oil. 69.19. I don't know why I do these all the time. They're not always 100%. So that puts us right back into this weekly one here. That's the next price leg down. We're looking for this downside objective plus a little bit more into the weekly imbalance or weekly fair value gap below you. So you're just looking for any opportunity to catch a nice little long here on the hourly chart now. $69 will put us at all these new week opening gaps. That'll put us down here. That projection I just gave you. What else we got here? Gold. Looking for Let's see if we get a reaction off of that level. Bitcoin. Get rid of all my words here. I've been calling Bitcoin like crazy. I've been giving away this tons of signals on Bitcoin in this Hispanic Bitcoin channel, and they post them so late. The guy who owns the channel posts them so late that everybody's missing out on all these opportunities. I gave all these levels in here, gave the reversal, gave that high. So anyway, looking for Bitcoin to run here now. You can get above here. You're looking for here, and then you get up on top of this. We're looking for a return back up into this fair value gap above you here, these equal highs, and then the old lows here at 1039. Look for that upside liquidity. So we're just kind of looking for the next price leg up to this buy side liquidity here. Craig, look at Craig catching that big old Disney. Bought some more at Disney yesterday. Look at that nice little pop up. It ran all the way through this level. So you get on top of that level. You want to get through the premium box, which is right inside this level here. You got above that, came back into it right here for the support, and continue pushing through the upside gap. Now see how we've traded above it. We've come back and tapped it. We've reached for the high already. There's a slight, I don't know what the high is on that candle there. 1460. 1462. So we swept that high, two handles above that high. That was range extension, small little range extension. So that's great. Good for him, man. As soon as it got below that no-go zone, I was like, that doesn't look good at all. We just retrace back into here and then slam it back down. But that was just that whole tariff crap that went on, and this wanted to go higher. Yeah, that would have that one shook me off there if I was in that. I'm not, but I'm glad Craig bought that for a long and cleaned house on that. Good for him. And the pre-market is still going higher, so he wants 118. I hope he gets it. We'll put the carrot up there as motivation. How's that? I think he went to 118 out of that. There's your carrot. Walgreens. This hit the 50%. Now you want to see that either find support in here and start pushing higher for 44.22. This is up 50 cents. They're all rebounding a little bit after that. I'm not going to do my tariff thing. I'm backing down. So we actually got through the level I was looking for this to retrace back to, and it's actually started lower than what the retracement was on the next leg. So skip that now. That's been completed. We'll see if this order block here holds price, this little breaker takes out all these little highs here. If this breaker finds support, not that you're trading this Canadian bank, but I know Gary is looking at it. See how we act inside that. We could come back up into this weekly inversion fair value gap as high as 73.61. Right there, 58. So I wouldn't want to see it go any lower, any higher than that. If you want to come lower, I'm looking for a nice little smart money reversal, low risk sell. First order of accumulation distribution, second stage accumulation distribution is a unicorn trade. So strangely enough, we gap way down here. So I'd like to see if this will continue down to the original consolidation. We're in a market maker sell model. And if we can get back into this original consolidation, I'm looking for 63, 62. That's going to be my next downside objective if I was boxing this. Doing our little boxing challenge, that would be the downside objective for me. And then if you run out these equal lows, like if the sell side model takes out the original consolidation and takes out these lows, then we're getting back into the low, into the 50s. This is in the reversal already. See how this buy side BISI here, imbalance. You incorporate all of that in there. You traded below it. You came back up inside it for a short. Take out a low. So you got market structure break on the downside. You come back into the order block. You continue going lower. This order block here now, if this holds, or this gap, if the gap holds price, you want to see it come back up into this range here. And you want to get above this level, which you have here. Now you want to get above this high, structure break, get back into this range, and you're looking for that premium level again. And then you're boxing inside that range. Nice reaction off this order block's high. Now you want to see this start pushing higher, take out this high, and start running the next price leg higher. So looking for that buy side liquidity up here still at 126. New Zealand dollar. Now that I was disappointing. See how it hit here, just literally gap down, took out the lows, ran for the nearest liquidity, which is below the market, took them out, and now you're back into the midpoint of that range. So you got to get back through this level here on the upside close, and then through this level, 55, 56, 55. Silver still sitting where we need it. Boy, they quickly regained their composure yesterday. discount. See how we ran all the way back down to the discount box and instantly started running back higher once the tariff was retracted. Let's get back over here. Let's see what oil's up to. Still looking for the draw on liquidity for me is down here at the $70 range for oil. So keep your eye on that. So far, you don't have a downside objective right now. I just want to see if this holds right here in the 1 minute chart. See if that holds. 55, and you want to see that stay the high, and then 58 start to run down lower here now for Tibbs. Just want to make sure you guys see that that's where my objective is for coffee. Let's look at NQ here. Running that low. I'm looking for 396-ish, somewhere around there. Guess they'll come down. No, Abs, I'm not a spicy food kind of guy. I'm from England. The best we can handle is a curry. And I'm like a nice mild chicken tikka masala myself. I'm not a spicy guy, but I'll give it a go. All right, let's see who's on in the house today. 13 people this morning. The heck? Oh yeah, I guess it's only like not 7 o'clock yet. All we're trying to learn the process from live streams. Good morning, Hadi, Craig. Long crude oil this AM just now. You got long in oil? Okay. Good morning, Campione. John, good morning. I'm excited to meet Abs, my buddy Abs, this March. My wife's going to be doing some international baccalaureate school evaluations down in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So I'm looking forward to meeting up with my buddy Abs down there. It'll be number 2 on my list of meeting up people in the community, so I'm excited about that. I don't know if I'm allergic to this coffee or not. It makes my nose itchy in the mornings. Swept the low. We'd have to get up on top of these two to start coming back into this range here. I like up to 443. This is an immediate rebalance here, so treat that like a fair value gap. I like the fact we traded below this. We're back into this right here. I want to see that roll over and come back down again now. Isaiah, good morning. You would have got me on that one. I didn't know that was you. Good morning, everyone. Can't wait. D told crude oil to go down, and it did. Then there's the Magic Kingdom Disney. Yes, there's your Magic Kingdom Disney. So that's the level we wanted to see hold oil. And down she goes. Yeah, I'm looking for oil to take a nice little badunk-a-dunk. We could get hopeful, Craig, but I'm still looking at to go lower. Your Disney, though, is pretty hot, pretty sexy. And you're still gapping higher. So we got your carrot up here at 118. So you got your little motivation. We'll even give you a little, where's our, that's going to be your, that's Craig on his Disney ride to the carrot. See, we're already above that level right there. You don't want to see it come up above that. Freeze right there. I've got so many of those pictures, man. I've got dozens of them. I'm bringing them out slowly. I'll just kind of add them for our amusement. Got some catching up to do. Been very sick. Sorry to hear that, Shepard. Thanks, you, Darren, for what you're doing. Glad you're back as well. Sorry to hear that, buddy. I hope you're feeling better soon. It sucks. It really does suck when you start to get your health becomes something that interferes with your life, interferes with living. Okay, so that took out that high. We'll see what that one closes. Might just ran it all the way up to the, I think it's going higher. It's going to take out these highs here now. We've come, there's a little tiny, if you stretch this out, you'll see it sitting right here. Right here. We've got a low. We've got the reversal here. Traded down below it. Above it. Look for the next one. Above it. Back into it here. Looking for a run higher. So far, it's looking to get through this level. As soon as we get a close above here, there's a wick. So we've got to get a close above here to start running this high out. I think somebody posted, there's a fella on the internet here, and I can't remember his name, but it's actually in our Telegram channel there. He's just discovered this reversal pattern, this buy side BISI, trade through it, and he thinks he's discovered Atlantis. He's like, I found the secret that ICT hasn't shown. Well, I'm glad you have. We've been doing it for a year now, so I'm glad he's doing it. I really am. But he's missing that last piece. He's missing boxing, and he certainly doesn't have TIBs. So I invited him to come here today. I don't know whether or not he will. Some people take that rather personal. So I was trying not to be intrusive. I was trying not to be rude. I was just said that, well, I'm glad you got it. I really am glad you got it, but you're missing a piece. I'll pop in and we'll show you the next thing. I'm happy to share all this new stuff out there. So if he's got the courage to come by and check it out, then we're an open book here. I hope you could take it, call it your own. I don't care. Just have a nice just teach people it and don't charge them for it. Yeah, we're waiting for, there's a 10 o'clock news release, I think today Abs was talking about. There's a, let's see where Forex Factory is today. Oh yeah. There's job openings, so that's 10 o'clock. That's a red candle, so we shall wait and see on that one. See how it's just freezing up on here? Wick starting to do a little bit of damage. That was a 7. So you got the squabblers coming at you now. Dates. As soon as I know the dates, Abs, I'll give you the dates there. Let you know we're going to come down. And don't feel like you have to meet up. That's fine. I'm just going to be staying at the hotel there. I'll probably go out and do a little day trips around Albuquerque while my wife's doing her thing. I'm just the eye candy. I'm just the toy boy. I'm just the following along while she works. I go out, kind of enjoy myself when she does these little gigs somewhere. I go with her and then do some drawing. I'll go sit somewhere and do some drawing or painting or something. There we finally take out the high. I'm looking for a run deeper into this range, and I'm looking for up in here around 45, 456, or yeah, some 456 area ish. This fair value gap you see right here, and this gap. Use this for support all the way down to this wick. This order block here, it would be nice to see that hold as well. This one would be even nicer right there. Freeze up on that. Let's start getting a move. That'll be the mean threshold of this candle. I like that. Keep coming. Yeah, Shep, I hope you're feeling better. I hope it wasn't something too debilitating. But either way, it's good to see you back, my friend. Good to see you back. Anonymous, good morning. And D, what is your bias for today? I learned, did he post it? Oh yeah, he posted the I think you're talking about the same thing I was just talking about, that fella. One of the guys on here, where did he put it under? What did he put under the general? Futures, maybe. I can't remember where he posted it last night. It's on our channel there somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. It says, I discovered the ICT secret model by accident. Okay. And it is posted under our index futures tab. He's basically just showing you the same thing I show you every day. It's this, not basically, it is the same thing, except that there's no boxing involved. And he doesn't use fibs on ranges if you get it, and how to catch a nice short off of that or a long off of that, how to use those inversion fair value gaps to your advantage. But hey, it's got a small following there, which is good, or bigger following than we've got. But you know, I respect anybody who's out there trying to do this live. Really, it's not easy. So what he's discovered is just the reversal on the high, and he picked a portion off of it, off of a ICT video that just occurred recently, which I'm glad he figured it out. But yeah, we've been doing this for a while now. Now, once he learns boxing, and then you add tibs to that, it starts to get pretty skookum. So we have this inversion here. We're already through this candle, so I don't like the fact that we never ran from here. We popped up. We did not really get a body above this level. We just froze right on it. See how the body freezes right on the high? And some people, if you take a wick, you start to overshoot your array instead of actually having a body up there. So you want to see a body get above that and then come back into this order block or this breaker that takes out these lows. You want to see it come back into the breaker to go higher. So that's just a failing one. It's not as strong. So we wait. I like VK's I love VK's picture. Check this one out. It So he needs a couple of spent casings down here on the desk. That's pretty cool. Where the hell's my... I learned more from you than ICT's channel. Well, that's well, thanks, John. I guess I've done that too. I've had some other instructors who have been some people are really good at, or they kind of resonate with how you learn. That's all. That's good. I'm glad you're learning something there, John. Russell, good morning. Thank you. Good to be back. ICT secret model. Yeah, he called it ICT secret model. This reversal thing that I show you every morning is his new ICT secret model. It's not secret because we've been doing it for a year now. He just figured it out. So he figures he's unlocked a secret, and he's getting lots of people to I guess I should start posting my pictures. I think my advertising is kind of corny, or some people might look at it as it's a jokey because there's a little cartoon carrot on there that people don't take it seriously, or don't think I take it seriously. So I may not get a lot of draws or attention from it, but that's okay. Gotta look past that, man. Don't judge the book by its cover. I think the cover's awesome. I love our carrot. I think our carrot's an awesome mascot. Carrot or stick? Who do you want, man? Take the carrot. Why not make him a mascot? I thought it's a genius idea. February 3, 453. Yeah, wherever that one was, yeah, 453. You see that, Shepherd, and you'll see that's it's the same setup that we use. It's the hypnotic trance he puts you in. You do better explaining it. Explain helps to learn. Great stuff. People will copy you. Oh well. And the carrot is an inside joke for those who have been around long enough. That's true. You know, a lot of people look at it and go, carrot, what's with the stupid carrot, man? But you stick around long enough, you see the carrot is it's our thing, man. 400. You can see it coming, Abs. You can see it coming, buddy. Chandra, good morning. Curry Fishball, how's Malaysia over there? Looking forward to coming there this year. November, be in Thailand. Love to get down to Malaysia too. So, moving my stop loss now. It's moving into profit. I got a short off of here, so I'm just looking for, and I've just gone into break even, a little bit of profit. I want to see if I can reach for this carrot here. And oil, how's our oil doing? Still aiming for our weekly objectives. There's new week opening gaps. What's Bitcoin up to? Still looking for Bitcoin to get above this level here to go higher. I like the fact that we're using, there's a little tiny imbalance here to find some support off of it. We can start reaching through the midpoint of this. Actually, we have. So if we can get above that on a close, I'm looking at back inside this range for at least 50%, which will put you right back into the premium array again. That's boxing. Those of you who wonder what boxing is, this is boxing. Box, like array to like array. Opposite, so a SIBI for a BISI for a SIBI. That's boxing. You put a little box in there. So put one box to one box. And you look at which one is in the premium and discount range. So this reversal that guy showed has discovered is this thing here. So as soon as you see a high taken, you see this BISI, this buy side imbalance here, sell side inefficiency. The moment you trade through it and back into it, he thinks that's the mystery, which it is. It's great. So you catch that for a short inside the range. So you tend to go from box to box. But when it creates a new range, if you get another box taking out an old low, you get another box, you trade inside this range, but you still keep the original BISI back here if it's inside the bigger range, but not a small range inside the bigger range. So it's internal range liquidity. In other words, what we would call the discount premium to premium premium. So this is the discount premium to premium premium inside a larger range. Does that make sense to you guys? Did I kind of... So if you take this box here like this and you break it into quarters, you'll see what I mean by... See how you have premium, this whole area is premium, and this whole area here is discount. Anything below the equilibrium or 50% mark of the whole range is your discount and your premium. So when you're in these small ranges like this, and then you see a reversal after taking out a small low like this, and it creates that fair value gap, look at where you're at. You're looking at the discount premium and the premium premium. Discount premium premium. So you have to treat this little range here as a new range. It has a discount range and a premium portion. So what is sitting in the discount? It's this SIBI. What is sitting in the premium? We don't have one here. All we've got is this here, because this is still part of that chunk from there to there is now part of the new range that you want to trade internal range liquidity. So you trade SIBI to BISI. So that's the upside objective. All the time this holds, and this is where you have to have a fail safe and a stop loss. There, my stop loss goes here. My fail safe is right there. So if I trade again below this level on a close, before my stop loss gets taken, I'll close the trade out. And there's a way you can manage failsafe. I'm not going to get into that again here, but there's rules around failsafe and how to get out of with your failsafe and try and nibble as much as much back as you can before it comes down and takes you out. Watch the failsafe video and you'll get a better idea of what I mean by that. But you see how this is this discount, and you go from discount to premium. Then you might go premium back to discount, which is here, and then go back up to premium, which is right up in the high there. Then you might come back and use pop above that, and you go, great, now it's giving me an indication it wants to go higher and take out these highs. You'll see a pop above that, come back to this fair value gap here, and then start pushing higher. Keeping in mind the last up close candle, which is this big one here. This one's buried inside it. So you look at the mean threshold of that there. Once you get through that, then you're looking at higher prices. Yeah, it came back and took my stop loss. That's okay. It's slowly grinding its way down to the carrot. We might see a little insidious slow grind down here to the 395-ish to 400 range. So, according to, who is it? Oliver. He says the first fair value gap that forms after the 850, that would be 850. That's your macro. This is the first fair value gap that forms. Mean threshold. It's after 830. The 830, 850 macro. He says this becomes an important level. So let's just kind of keep our eyes on that level and see how that acts. Did you ever come up with a name for the carrot? Oh, I think somebody called him Rudy. I think, was that Russell? I think Russell gave him the name Rudy. Sorry if it's not Russell. Whoever it is, let me know. I'll give you the credit. Rudy. That's the only one. So nobody else has given me a name for it yet, but I think Rudy's a pretty cool name. If not, I vote for Jarrett the Carrot. Jarrett the Carrot. That's not bad too. Used to name veggies when my daughter was little. Jarrett the Carrot. I love it. Mark the NQ 858 AM, I will AM minute candle wick interested in a short. It's another little run on the low at 8:30. It's going into the crazy Ivan time now. Come on down to that carrot, buddy. Give us a kiss. Come get you some beta carotene. Oh, it was somebody else that named it. Whoever named it, Rudy, let me know. We'll have to put a vote out there. I got Jarrett the Carrot and Rudy. Oh, VK, I love it. It's a nice one. Can I show people your picture, VK? That's awesome. Look at, check this one out he just did. That's hilarious. Spit casings on the... Oh, that's hilarious. So here's your crazy Ivan. If he sees you, he's coming to get you. That's why we wait till 10 o'clock. And then the news release, guess what? Around 10 to 10:18, 19. Silver bullet time, my friends. Silver bullet time. You got anybody from England in here this morning? I'll be in England this summer. Anybody from Africa? I'll be in Africa this summer too. Paulette, good morning, my dear. How are you? See, now we've traded above this level. Come back into the carrot. Come back into the order block. Now I want to see if this holds price here all the way down to here. There's your first initial presentation. I want to see that go higher now. We've already hit the premium box. Now whether or not we eat through the premium box, because there's nothing else above you unless you look at immediate rebalances, which is 21,467. There is another one at 21,472 to 21,471. The 914 candle is supporting price to the upside. 914 candle, this one? not this one here, the 912 candle, or this 99 candle. Those are your, this would be your breaker that takes out this low. There's a little swing point here, last up close candle before taking out an old low. So you want to see this breaker right here at 912, not 914, 912, hold price, go higher. Mean threshold, you don't want to see that give way. You want to see this candle hold price to go higher. Got lots of liquidity sitting up here. And then if we run through this, look for like really nice upside. You're looking for like 504-ish up here. I like the fact that we're above this level now. We're coming back into it to find support. I want to see if that keeps going higher now. As soon as it starts taking out this high, I'm going to move my stop loss into break even. Taking it now. Now it's a zero stress trade. Let it do what it wants. I just got long off of this this one here, and we're inside that 930 to 10, so be super careful. That's why I've got it at zero stress right away. If it comes back and takes me out, whatever. I'm seeing if I can just catch this long off of here at a logical place. So it's not like gambling. I'm just trying to take that logical level and see if I can push for this premium array up here. So this is boxing. I'm boxing on the 1 hour chart. So I'm trying to go from this box. So you see how we've ran above it. This is the reversal right here. You trade above it, you come back inside it here, and we've traded all the way back down into this candle's high or close, open, and then we're looking for a run to the premium array. So we're through the mean threshold of this candle. I'm looking for upside up here, and then my box-to-box trading is done. I'm moving my stop loss now to, I'm just chasing this up here now in case it hits that level. Right there. I'm right on behind it. I'm right in here now. That's box to box. Done. I'm out. That's boxing, my friends. 504. Right on a 38 candle. Remember Crazy Ivan? If he sees you, he's coming for you. Crazy Ivan got you. So we can come all the way up into 571. And I'm okay that I got to the 504. And then this piece afterwards doesn't matter. I'm aiming for that little piece in there. Right? Because it's that 10 o'clock range. I'm not going to overcommit. So that's a great way to see one entry off of a discount to a premium, and then you run above it, you come back inside it. Look at the level of perfection that level gives. I just want you to see how this is such a beautiful little level. Right to there. See, there to there. Look at that. Trades above it, come right back. Perfect entry for a long, aiming for right here. After you've seen this already been hit, that's the perfect entry I was calling this morning off this candle's low at 407. I wanted 404, 405 to get down to the 6 o'clock, but that's your perfect entry right there at 407, or wherever that candle's open is at open at 405. What do we get down to? Low is 405. Now we're at consequent encroachment. I'll look for are we at consequent encroachment? Be around there. Nope, just a little shy of it. So now you wait. You just nibble a quick little piece of profit out of there and move to the sidelines. Did it reverse on you, oil? Ooh, yeah. Oh, wow, look at that. I want you to see this. Look at this right here. And this is where you guys have to make your decisions. You have to make your rules and write them out and be absolutely decisive about what your rule is going to be. We have this immediate rebalance. That's treated as a fair value gap. If you don't like that, you wait for market structure break and then look for this candle right here. So order block trades above this candle. Then we trade back into, bang, right there. Trade right back into that order block and then start leaving. If you go, yeah, Darren, I'm not really convinced that that's a change in direction or reversal, that's fine. You want something more significant, then you want to see market structure break up here. Do you get on it? Nope. You don't get on any of these on the way up, except for this one here, maybe. You trade above that level on a close. You come back into it for continuation to the upside, and then you get more upside. So that's your long right there. Does that make sense? Hold high, trade above it, come back inside it, come back into this order block, keep going higher. They're right there for you to see. And we're looking for up to 571. I was seconds away from that boom. Ollie's you said Ollie's SMT in progress. I want Ollie to kind of do a weekend workshop with me on that one. I don't see the 950. 950 sitting right in here. So this is the 950 macro about to start. So Ollie's going to have to explain to me. I'm a visual guy. I need lots of visuals. And you need to tell me like 10 times before I figure out what it is you're trying to tell me. But I think Ollie's got this thing about how you pick the macro and the afternoon, and whether or not you pick the high or the low of the market based on the macro and the support on that macro. So we never got back to our initial presentation. So just watch inside this range now. So if this rolls over and comes back down again, I would expect to see it accelerate through here. Like when it starts to come back through, I expect to see it rip through here and start coming back down deeper. $536. Where's our carrot? 536. That'll put you right into fill of this fair value gap and inside this premium array. Now you've hit this premium array. It'd be a great opportunity to see. I'd like to see the consequent encroachment of that. Let me see what that looks like here. Let's just turn this one into this. 1 hour. Right there. It's an inversion, but there's also the little fair value gap where we're tapping into here. So if Michael's area of interest is down here, I don't see that quite just yet. That's the initial presentation is my area of interest, but I want to see this come back up here, tap this first before coming back to that initial presentation. Not that I'm contradicting Michael. I agree with him, but I want to see it go a little higher first before we go back down to that initial presentation. So looking for up here. Look for a reversal here. Any reversal for a return back into this here. And you're looking for it anywhere up inside this range. So where we're at right now, inside this box, I'm looking for a reversal. Take out these highs here. Give me a nice little change up on a silver bullet. We might get a pump all the way up here, take out these highs, then see a reversal for a silver bullet to return back down into this guy here. Whee! There you go. Yeah. So that's the next little pump up I'm looking for. So that's right around that consequent encroachment, which is fine for me. If I don't reach that, I don't care. I just want to see if it reached that consequent encroachment, see what kind of reaction we get off that. Now, I want to see a fair value gap here. There it is, a little tiny one right there. So break-in market structure to the downside, and then we're looking for this here. If you don't get it, if you don't get the break-in structure, then you don't have a reversal yet. You get a change in direction that's occurring right there. There's nothing down here that supports a discount array other than the order block. So this is the breaker that took out this high. So we've returned to the top of it right here. See that? You tap it. So you don't take this here, because if you don't want to, you do not act inside the candle unless you're looking for a precise level to enter in on. That's why when we did all the practices, I said, okay, you kind of come down here and you click one candle at a time, wait for the candle to finish forming, make a decision, wait for it to form, make a decision. Making decisions inside the candle while it's forming is suicide. You can burn your account real quick. If it just keeps ripping through on you, I would have just waited another 30 seconds. I would have seen that that candle was just reaching for liquidity and then took off again. So it just came back to this breaker here, tapped it. Now we're looking to see if we run for the carrot a little higher. And that's a 50. There's a 52. So you got 55, 58, 002. I'm good. I'm glad you're doing great, Paulette. Hope you're still doing some singing. We're to get you and Simo to make an album. Simo's got the instruments, you got the voice. I'll put a little saxophone overlay. It'll take me a while, a lot of squeaking going on because I haven't played my sax in a long time. My wife will do some piano accompaniment. 10 a.m. news. Keep your stick on the ice, you guys. Keep your stick on the ice. So how we act now inside this box, this premium box, that's boxing really, really clean. Right off that order block. You gotta love that. Body closes above it, comes back, gives it a tap. Run. Where you're running for? Upside objective here, inside a larger range. Over here. See that gap sitting right there? Big draw on liquidity still. And that's where we're headed. And we're inside it now. Boxing. Gotta love a good boxing carrot, man. Gotta love a good boxing carrot. 71 right there. Come get you some carrot. Good for you. Dave Barry made a couple of handles. I like it. Patience by Hadi. I love it. I can just see Hadi out there right now, polishing up the old sniper rifle. Keep your eyes scalping, folks. We're looking, put your crosshairs on the, put your crosshairs on. We're looking for our sniper. See how we're into that imbalance already? Delicious. How we act inside here is important. If we take out that high, look for this whole thing here to provide us some support. Erica, good morning. First time joining, interested in hearing about your approach to reading price. Hadi, yes, I am. That would be awesome. Asia, hi. Where can I find a previous video where you explain boxing? Stick around, Erica. We talk about them every morning. There's just click on any one of my videos in the morning and you'll see I talk about boxing all the time. And yeah, there's videos. I just type in the search bar boxing and it'll give you a whole bunch of videos that I've showed you what boxing is. So yeah, I've explained it lots of times. Stick around. Yeah, for a long, you mean? Where are we going for a long? Where are we going for a long? Where's the, look at that oil reversal. Sheesh kabibble. Didn't come down. Oh, just shy of our weekly gaps. We've got, you get nothing here on a 1 hour chart. You're through this, man, oh man. So watch, this is important to watch right here. Whatever is the last array, so just do this as a note, a visual note. Whatever the last array that closes, this one closes above, the one that's the very first one behind it is the one you want to be looking for continuation. You don't have to come all the way back down to here unless this closes down here. And that it's got to make you nervous because we've already ran out inside this range. You've already run out more than the premium range. You know what I'm saying? You've gone over 50%. You've already retraced way back up into the breaker that takes out this low. You're already through right into it and then reject off of it. So if you want to see that go back higher again, I want to see this get right back down in the discount range and start hitting here. So see how that closed already? Above that. So you're looking at these old highs here. So stick your little watch this level right here, that new day opening gap. If we come back and retest the new day opening gap and go higher, how's that for the theory? Ooh, right through the carrot. Ooh, right through. Nice. All right, so now look for this level. See if we close this next, it'd have to be an hourly. You'd have to close that hourly above that. I think it nailed it nicely, came back inside. Wow. Okay, so that carrot is, let's move that little carrot to the sidelines because we're waiting now for our reversal. No reversal yet. Take out an old high. The high has been taken. It's 10 o'clock now, looking for a silver bullet, and we're looking for what Michael was looking for earlier down here. Craig's like, I cried missing the oil run. Yeah, watch it. If it comes down to here, Craig, and then goes through this level, look for this breaker here to get taken to the upside, and you get more upside in here. And really, there's not much left except for 73.85 to 74.02. That's the boxing. If you're going to box that, you'd have to get discount range, which is right here to here. Discount. So you're in the discount portion now. So if we can get a retracement into here, look for a run for the box right here, from here to here. That'll put you in the premium range. So I'll draw that out there just so people can see what I mean by boxing. Seems we have some new people here. So that would be the upside objective you'd be looking for. Get that out of there. So you're looking for inside here. Anywhere inside that little candle right there. Tap that, leave the rest of this open, start pushing higher, and you're reaching for this box right here. Let me put a little border on it that you can see. So you're looking for that for the upside boxing. Ideally, I'd love to see it get back into this one. Then you could go box to box, but I want that theory that I told you about. If this runs through 1, 2, 3, 4, you go to the fourth one. If the body breaks that point, that is what I expect to see stay open and go higher. Unfortunately, I've got a work meeting I have to go to, but I'll be back. Okay, Erica, take care. Yes, emotionally drained now on crude. Don't think I can trade it today. Disney. Oh yeah, how's Disney doing? Yeah, baby. Come on, let's go. How's the banks? There you go. Right into this. We said we can come all the way up into here. That's fine. So this is when you look back and you start to say to yourself, remember when I got out right there? I took that trade and got out right there, and you go, oh, if only you would have held it. So the news release has, here's 10:01. The news hasn't really done a lot of driving. There's your 2. This is a 4. Still waiting for a reversal. If this leaves without me, so be it. I'm with Craig, sitting on the sidelines, mopping tears. Notice there's no stress, you guys. Don't stress it, man. There's tons of trades coming your way. Don't get yourself worked up over it. What you need is Patience by Hadi. This is an awesome cologne. And all the time you have Patience by Hadi, then you have everything you need for all those stressful moments. Patience by Hadi. This price lag was brought to you by Patience by Hadi. I don't want to see an immediate rebalance one. We've got a couple of immediate rebalances here. It could be treated as fair value gaps, but I want to see a fair value gap there. Yeah, be very super careful there, Craig. You know what you're doing. You don't need us to tell you. You know what you're doing. Can I get Patience by Hadid in IV form? That's the 40 proof Patience by Hadid. You have to you have to make a tequila there, Hadid, called Patience. A hints of oak and money. It's rather diffident and ephemeral, wouldn't you say? Like that Guns N' Roses song, Patience. Listen to it. All you need is patience. Whoa, yeah. I've been walking in the hill of the time. He's totally changed now, eh? He looks totally different. He does not look like his old Axl Rose. I'm green despite being an awful ICT trader. Greg, you're not an awful ICT trader. You're an ICT trader in training and you're still making money. I say if you're making money, who cares about being an ICT trader? Stick with what you know. How delicious was that entry right there? Cheapers on a 1 hour chart. Oh, just a little patience. Wow. Look at this one right here. Stay open. What are we looking at here? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. 678 to 625. 678. Look for that. Like this. Time to get it right. Learning to call it day then, bro. Hit the golf course with Derek. I used to gold. Can't anymore. Bad knee. Used to golf. How about shuffleboard? Very determined. D, would you look at silver, please? Sure. Oh, okay. We have to start adjusting our candles now. All right, let's do it. Let's do our boxes, my friends. Let's do the box. Let's do the box shuffle. Do the long shuffle. Okay, so that is going to be, this is going to be this. Okay, because look at this. This is why I don't like these big gaps here, Craig, but if I'm going to put another box in here, I'm going to go here next. And we're inside that one. And then, so we're going to turn that one into a area of interest. It's the premium of, let's discount premium. Now we need a premium. So I like premium. You really have to take this all the way up to here. Sorry, buddy, it's a real shitty one. So you have to take it from this candle's open, through this gap, through the BISI, then through this imbalance, all the way through this candle, all the way through this imbalance, all the way to the top. So you have to include that whole thing. So this is how you could do this, is take this and now move it into doing one of these puppies here like this. You got such a big box like that, I would take this and I would move it into quads, and you're looking for, inside this range is your you want to find support off of this level. So I'd like to see this come back into here, find support off this level, and start to dig into premium and discounts inside this larger range. You divide that box into premium and discount. So I'd like to see that premium side get hit, discount, start to work its way up like this till you break out of here and start running higher. This is still in the discount zone here. So you take that right from that candle's low, and you'd have to take this all the way, including this imbalance as well. You'd have to bring that right up to here. So everything inside that box is your discount. That's premium above 50%. So 50% starts right there. So anything in here is premium. Return back down into, this will be discount now. Oops. It's a short-term discount you want to find support off of, and you want to run up into premium, discount, premium. That's how you can kind of divide those up. That's what I would do anyway. Not that I'm trading silver, but if you are looking for a run back in here, you've got to get below, take a discount to run for a premium. Otherwise, you're paying a premium price open, it's going to go higher. And there's lots of opportunity for this to turn around in here. Hit like 25%, turn around and come back down. Then start running for that equilibrium or consequent encroachment. Sorry, I can't give you more than that, but that's pretty much what I'm looking at there. See how the candles aren't super clean there though, right? So back here, you see that reversal, short there, stop loss here, inside that range. If we trade above it before stop loss gets taken, wiggle room is the mean threshold of that candle. This is a 16, 17 turn. So here's the squabblers. And I'm short right off of that right there, because that was my snipe, my reversal. I'm taking that short. Stop loss is sitting just above here. So this is where you get this 16, 17, 18. They'll all start to squabble on one another. So we'll see where that goes. Yes, my dear. The what? The windows work? Yes, they did. We're down to like minus 24 here, 26. So our windows start sweating like crazy because I got some humidity up in the house because it's pretty dry when we sleep. So if you put the curtains down, man, the windows just frost right up. So we left them open last night, and windows are good because I hate seeing water leaking all over the windowsills. I know you got to turn the humidity down to fix it, but I'm from England. We live in moisture. It's the squabblers back and forth. Okay, I'm gonna try standing my right there. I'm gonna try standing up. We're above that. You come back to it. Tap it. See, like that. Now you get out. And you just wait. Because that's going higher. That clears out the high. Now I'm interested if we can get back through this level. See how you just, as soon as it closes above it, comes back, taps it. That's a break-even trade. So you move to the sidelines and wait because it's giving you an indication it wants to extend the range. So that's what happens. Once you trade below it, great. Now let's go short. As soon as it comes back through, you go, no, I'm on the wrong side of it. It's going to go long. Gives you an opportunity to get out of the trade. Going higher, looking for that 21,678. See if we hit that. So just so you don't see yourself getting beat up in here, if it trades back below here, wait for this market structure break first before you engage in that. You want to see it now that you can get caught going short and then get caught going long. You manage to break even. That's the fail safe. That's why you practice your fail safe stuff. Otherwise, you're if you don't use your fail safe, it just ran and took your stop loss out. And you had an opportunity right there to break even because it gave you an indication right here that it was going to sweep the highs. So you wait for it to pop through here. Then you wait for it to run all in one candle through this 1, 2, 3 levels. Then it gives me an indication it wants to go lower. Otherwise, it's still going higher on us. See how we've run above, come back, found support, extended the range, come back inside it one more time. Again, if I want to go higher, I wouldn't want to see this constant coming back just one time. If you got intentions, let's get out of dodge, not this rip back down here again, tap it. That's more of a, see the mean thresholds hit now? Now let's see if we can start working our way through this mean threshold. So like to like, when you got small candles like this, like a very small range from that high to that high, or that high to that low, all you've got is this down close candle and this up close candle. Those are the only ones that run the peaks. So you've got to go mean threshold to mean threshold. That's where you're kind of battling right now. You're sitting in there. That one and this one. So watch how they act inside those two levels. And we want to see if it comes down, taps this high or this open, and then goes back and reacts and hits this low or that. Sorry, this low, that open. So those two, these two. Watch, see if it goes this bing, 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 bouncing back and forth in here. So watch carefully now off these two and that one. So there's 3 PD arrays below you. Once we get through this, 3 PD arrays below you, and then we got this guy right here. Watch, bang, bang, that one. Tap off the mean threshold. See how we just ran through all 3 of them? Ass is next. So now I want to see this low get taken. Consequent, there's a rejection block here. Watch for a tap of this little area right here again. Come on. Just stretch it out there. I get this kind of stubbornness, like I can do it by just... This low's going now. Yeah, that's really 4 degrees Fahrenheit. That's very cold. It's chilly on your willy. And then if you get a wind chill factor with that as well. Ooh, see how we're bouncing right off that mean threshold now? There's that level. We broke through it, come back, tap it. Now you're looking for lower. Now we've hit this mean threshold. Remember, all one candle runs through 3 arrays. Then you go, okay, your butt's next. We're looking for this low to go now. Wait for market structure break. Be patient. Don't sweat this. Don't get yourself like you have to chase anything. Just watch price now. Just kind of study it for a little bit and see what you get. This, I was hoping for a silver bullet here for a run back down. Switched up, reverse. Watch this level here now, there and there. Like to like. See how we didn't just tap one, go back to tap one, just small little candles. They just went boom to here, ran to the mean threshold. Now you want to see if it comes back to this mean threshold. So now I look at these 2 candles and I say, there's a battle going on between these 2. I want to see which one is going to win. We want to see a low taken or high taken. Whose mean threshold is going to give way to give us an indication. So when you're studying this now, kind of watch where you think price might go. And if the highest, if this mean threshold's taken, now you say, where does my bias tend to reach? And again, you've got a whole bunch of upside objective to reach for in a 1 hour chart, right? But we also have that, I'd like to see it come back and retap this imbalance here. So I'd like to see this reverse come back, tap that, and then go higher. See you later, babe. Drive careful. I'm going to give my girl a kiss. I'll be right back. That's why I'm glad you're going out there and I'm not. It's freezing cold out there. Get on my, I'm going to come up here with my pink lipstick on. I love kissing my girl, but get all that lipstick on. See how, again, we trade, this becomes an important level, right? See how we've traded below it, tap, 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 ran through it, tap, went higher, extended the range. Traded through it, tap, mean threshold, held it. We did not get to extend the range. Mean threshold held. We're back through it again. We've come back, we've tapped it again, mean threshold, hit it. Now we want to see if we're working through it. Upside, more upside objectives. So that's where you're looking. See? All the time you kind of just study each one of these price areas. Watch on the close. Don't make the assumption that it's going to go higher. Just go make your decision off of when the candle is finished closing. And it's a 27 candle. So we usually see 27, 30, 32 on a turn. So if 27, 30, 32 takes out this high and then comes back into this whole consolidation again, it looks like it's creating one of those big consolidation heads or bull flags, as our little retail friends would call it. What is it out there right now? Ooh, minus 25. And it's warming up. What's it going to today? Ooh, it's going to a balmy minus 22. 5 o'clock today, it'll be nice and hot. Up to 20, minus 20, minus 22. See, still not, see how we're closing? Wicks, bodies. See how the bodies are respecting those levels? Wicks do a little bit of digging. So you sit and wait. You sit and wait. And sitting and waiting here, do you feel impatient? Do you feel nauseous? Do you feel like I've got to be in this trade, fear of missing out, all that other kind of stuff? Like we missed these trades this morning. Like, yeah, I caught that one little one this morning to the 504 level. And then look at how much it took off. Do I worry about that? Is that poor management? No, I had an objective I was reaching for. I hit it. I'm happy. Move to the sidelines. The fact that this is all after the fact, why beat yourself up over after the fact? Get excited. Go, oh, that's great. There's some real good serious displacement there. So if I can get myself back into this level in the next hour or so, I don't want to see this turn into a wick though. This wicks through here because now we have not closed above this high here. We've just done a wick. So if the next hour does this, creates a fair value gap, comes back inside, gives this a little tap, then goes higher. So 2 hours from now, you get a lunchtime low, a lunchtime retest of this level to go higher. That'd be neat. Okay, what do we got here? Held, like array to like array, like candle to like candle, right? where this is a breaker, and this is not. Yeah, I guess that would be, if it took out that low there, that's a slight, that's a be a breaker as well. So anyway, like to like, mean threshold to mean threshold, bounce, bounce, bounce. Now we've had another little pop below here. Body's still not getting through here. I like the fact that we're digging through this now. We're taking out the rejection block on the downside, not the upside. So to me, there's more heaviness right here. If you look at the candles, this is heavier than that going higher. And that can change. It certainly can change, especially in the lower part of this consolidation. Discount array, premium array. So discount premium arrays inside that range there, that's the range you're kind of bouncing off of. Look at that. See how the body's still respecting that mean threshold. When you saw that, we're like, ooh, that looks like it could run. Well, wait for it to close. Wait for it to close. Get higher already. Darren, what do you use to heat your house in Canada? We have bearskin rugs we roll up in, and no, just the same as everybody else. We just use like oil and gas, or just gas and electricity. I don't have a fireplace. My house in the mountains, I used to have this wood burning stove in the basement. I go down there and stoke that thing, get it nice and hot. That just, the house was just baking. It was great. Spend the afternoon chopping wood, go do some paramedic stuff in the mountains. It was beautiful. If you look up Canmore on your YouTube, or not your YouTube, your even YouTube. I've got a YouTube video I created years ago when I started trying to do first person view helicopter stuff. I was, before drones even came out, I was flying helicopters, remote control helicopters, and I try to put all these different cameras on the helicopter, and I get all this interference and stuff. And it's called Terror in the Skies by Darren Hancock. And this is when I was flying my remote control helicopter. You got to think, I spent thousands of dollars on these things. Like they're not cheap. Once you outfit them with the radio control stuff, I ended up having an antenna that I'd follow the thing around with. I'd have these video goggles I used to wear when they first came out. These first person goggles you see out there now are amazing. But I used to have these little tiny fat cat, they were called, go across my eyes like this. And I'd fly, and my palms would be sweating like crazy because the image would just keep dropping in and out. And there was one where I was flying over the back into the like in the just off the highway. I was flying back into the trees, and back there, and all of a sudden it just goes, it disappears, and I'm like, I've lost it, and I was in a panic. And then all of a sudden it came back, and I was pointing straight towards the ground in a free dive straight down. And because you couldn't just hit the simple return home feature on your drone, and if you lose it, it just comes back to your helicopter. You're flying it, and you're flying it every direction. You have to fly it like a first person view, because when it's flying towards you, you got to reverse your thing. When it's flying on an angle that way, you got to think from the perspective of the pilot. Anyway, it was terrifying, and my palms were sweating. I had to try and bring this thing all the way back, find myself down on the ground, and then come in and land it without trashing my helicopter. But there's one that my helicopter's flying just behind the fire hall, and I just lost signal, and it crashes down into the little stream next to the fire hall. I look over, my helicopter's just gone straight down into the creek, and all I can see is these helicopter blades floating down the stream. I'm like, oh, I quickly ran out there. It's only like a foot deep, but I ran out there, grabbed my electronics, and yeah, it was it's all on video. You'll see it there on you. You'll see how rough the video footage was. It was terrible. Anyway, Canmore is a beautiful place. I don't know where I was going with that. I had the helicopter thing in my mind, but whatever. Oh, I've got tons of RC helicopters. I've got helicopters out there with with big 800 mil blades on them. They've got a giant whippersnipper motor on them. I've got those. I've got drones. Yeah, I've got all that stuff. What you'll do, paramedic, to get a little bit of a rush. There's a nice adrenaline rush to be able to fly in first person view for the first time years ago, before first person view became a cool thing to do. It was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying, because you know you've got $2,000 worth of helicopter up there, and it's not like a simple drone. Like, I've flown my drone out into the woods, like I've flown it miles away and lost signal with it and went, oh shit, it's in the woods. There's no way in hell I would have found it. And it just goes beep, beep, beep. And you sit there and you wait. You think, oh, I hope it comes back. And sure enough, it comes back on boop. And all of a sudden you see it come back up on the screen again. You think, man, there's $3,000 sitting up there flying around in the air. And it turns around and comes back. And then there's a hawk chasing after it. You think, oh man, I had some wild times with that thing. But flying it in my buddy's valley, he was in Falkland. Yeah, Falkland, that's the name of the town. And he had a little place out there in the valley, and flew some awesome flights back over the trees. He had this beautiful bit of land on the edge of this mountain, and he went up back in the forest, looking at some old lakes and stuff. It was awesome. And that thing had a half-hour fly zone, so you go 15 minutes in that direction, then you got to come back. But drones now, they're flying, and all of a sudden they'll go, returning home, not enough battery power, and it does it all for you now. Back when you flew a helicopter, you were in charge. If you lost control of your helicopter back there, it's in the forest, probably starting a forest fire from overheating, but you know, it's gone. My dad's got a glider. He hasn't finished putting that one together, but as soon as he finishes putting it together, which he's 84, he's not going to do it. I'll be doing that later. Put it together and try and fly a glider. We just have guys to do some flying with. They'd sit alongside the highway and they'd send their gliders up, catch a thermal, and away they went. I got a hang glider. I used to do some hang gliding. Got some good videos on hang gliding too. Back in the day, when I was 40 years old, I tried hang gliding for the first time, jumping off Mount 7 in BC. That's a rush. That's a rush, man. You just fly, you jump off a 4,000-foot cliff, and you go, you feel that little tug, and away you go. You're floating out there in the sky. What an incredible rush that is. So yeah, I got a hang glider hanging in the garage. All my adrenaline junkie days. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. So we're looking for a higher run, see how this level is providing support and resistance. So down, up, down, up, down. We keep finding, once we go through it, find support. Once we go through it, find support. Through it, support. Through it, support, support. One more time, right there. And now, still looking for a reversal. And if you don't get the reversal and it leaves without me, it leaves without me. Then I'm out. Then you got a consolidation. Cam model 1, displacement right there. Let's see if it continues going higher from here. That's a cam model. I'm taking a small cam model entry there. Okay, I'm going to go back. All right. Yeah, collective pitch, roll. Man, that's on a helicopter, when it's flying towards you, and you got to think in reverse. If you go left is left and right is right. And when it's flying towards you, right is left and left is right. And then if it's upside down, we used to flip it and fly it upside down. And then if it turns, the back end's turning while it's upside down, sheesh, man, I'll tell you, it gets it gets super challenging then. Oh, I've crashed so many times. I remember the fire hall. We used to be so nuts about, we ordered cases of these honeybee helicopters. Honeybee, Jesus, they're terrible helicopters. And we bought them and we ordered them in, and we all were flying them at the fire hall. All the fire guys. This was typical of us. We'd all buy, when somebody bought something, we all bought one. So we all bought these little helicopters. And then we had the little rods on them with the little plastic balls that would kind of help you balance and stuff. And we tried flying them things. I crashed them things so many times, and I spent unbelievable amounts of money just fixing them. I became a better mechanic than I ever did a pilot. Then I went into the 400s and the 800 models. You can't beat those. Like solid, well engineered. And then we started developing our own. I started making molds for my own parts. I ordered tons of parts. I've got a whole case that looks like a tackle box filled with blades and new swash plates and everything. I've got all the tools. I got the balancers. I've got the prop angle tools. I got everything. I got everything, man. I have thousands of dollars worth of shit out there I never use anymore. Anybody's interested and they want to teach their kids some flying stuff, you let me know. You let me know. I got some stuff for your kid. And then setting your pitch angles and stuff, curve angles, and especially if you're flying inverted, man, you've got to really be able to punch. You got to have a super punchy electric motors, and then if you go gas or nitro, then you're looking at a whole new level of craziness there. There's that 678 level we're looking for. We ended up buying one of those RC training things, so you'd practice on the screen. You crashed 100 times on the screen, it saves you way more money because the programs out there are so good, and you get really good at practicing how to reverse do figure eights backwards with your helicopter and then TikToks back and forth. Yeah, so yeah, those are fun days, man. I visited Canmore and stayed for 30 years. Really? When was that? And then Sam, where are you? What part of Canmore were you in? That's where I spent the majority of my paramedic firefighter career there. Canmore's not where I live now. Canmore's where I used to live. I used to have a house there. I found it on YouTube. You found my video on YouTube? It's hilarious. Hilarious. Back in the day, you'll hear the panic in my voice. Well, actually, no, you'll hear the you'll just see me. I think I just wrote text in there like it's gonna crash. Oh my God, my heart's killing me right now. And you'll probably actually see me with my little bald head when I was in karate. That's when I was a brown belt. we shaved our head for cancer at the fire hall, and I was taking my one of my karate exams when I was in martial arts. So yeah, you'll see my little bald head there doing my Shotokan karate. No, that was Wadokai. It's called Terror in the Skies by Darren Hancock. It's hilarious. I think that's what I called it. Is that what I called it, Hans? I don't even know how many views. I don't even use that one anymore. There it is. Darren Hancock, Terror in the Sky. I've got 1,800 views on that. That's hilarious. This is with my T-Rex. 2 minutes. That's hilarious. And then if you just click on my my page there, you'll see my Penang Godan, and I did hypnosis on a waitress. I dropped her into a trance. Camera RC helicopter crash into the river. This one was the Cougar Creek one. It was outside my yard, over the creek in the backyard. Three sisters. Oh yeah, there's lots of them in there. 13 years ago I did. 16 years ago? Lord, that's a long time ago. Talk about long. That's a long time. 16 years I posted that. And that poor waitress right now, I hope she's out of the trance by now. That's 13 years ago. She's got some explaining to do. Got some tables to clean. Oh yeah, I've got a first person FPV drone. It's just, you can take any drone. I've got a drone with the like a DJI, the big one, the Phantom 4, I think it is, and it's got a big screen, so you can fly in first person view with that, and you have to because it flies so far away. So change in direction, reverse. You got a brake structure down here though to get lower. Your new macro beginning now. I live a couple of blocks from the old fire hall. Really? The one you're talking about, the which one? If that was 30 years ago, the old fire hall was in a different part of town. Oh, you want me to show you the link? Let me give you the link. That's it. You get to see some hypnosis. You get to see, and we're just talking to this waitress about we're talking, the girl I was with at the time, we're talking about hypnosis, and the waitress overheard us and was like, oh, that'd be cool. So you want to try it? She goes, yeah. Like, I'll better do this quick while she's self serving us. Set to drop her in a trance. She was going on about, I'm not going to tell you what she was going on about. But anyway, try to help her out. You can't hear much because the video is off a phone, an old cell phone. That was not the best iPhones back in the day. You gotta remember that was back when you were just flying little helicopters and you hear ring. The drones are so much better. And when drones came out, we're like, wow. What I wanted to do, I had this idea that I was going to sell, like fly all the golf courses. This is back when, you know, if you could sell video of a golf course, you could fly all the the whole golf course. You could fly the whole thing back and forth, each hole, and then sell that video to the golf course as advertising for, hey, look, here's a flyover of our golf course. Here's some beautiful shots. You do some nice, sweeping video coverage of the door as you come into the pro shop and all that kind of stuff. And you do some handheld video, go outside, do some other stuff, and then actually do some fly around, flying down the road, coming into the parking lot, then lifting up over and, doing some really nice production stuff. I was going to sell that to the golf courses for some videos. I had this idea that this is what we could do. Instead of renting a helicopter that you're paying $1,600 an hour for and a camera crew, I could do it all with a little RC helicopter and some batteries. I'm good to go. As you can see, it took a long time before drones came out and made that very simple. But that's back in the day where you had to do it all yourself. You didn't have oh, I lost my drone, just hit return to home feature and it will come home and land perfectly in front of you with no hands touching it. That's the kind of technology that's out there now. Yeah, I did karate, Wadokai, Shotokan, Northern Shaolin Kung Fu. I did that since I was 16. I studied the traditional Northern Shaolin style, Shaolin long fist. So it was all long range stuff. Through the middle of this, so cam 2, looking for a potential rundown below these lows now. Is that a cam 2? Stand by. It's got to be 50% of that whole range there. Yeah, it's below 50. Well, while we're watching this paint dry, let's try finding something else of more. That finally ran out the highs we were looking for in wheat. We got good support off that level. Found support there. Ran through the highs finally. Still haven't got anywhere with that. Still looking for coffee to go higher. Looking for a tap of this. It's just tapping it now. So I want to see if live cattle acts off of this thing for a cam model 1 continuation to the upside. We've got lots of reversal or change of directions inside this small range. You're in the discount portion. If you would have taken this as a short back into this range, 50%, 62%, use your fib tool to manage that on the way down. You'd be scaling out. Cocoa, we're just banging off these two right now. Corn, nice reverse off of here. Take out that level. We want to see it close above that, which is great. If we close above this high, look for this candle to provide some support to go higher. Lean piggies, finally, we want to see it break this high here at 85.97. Hit that box, look at that, right on the money. Tap the box and we get a nice reaction off that. So every time you come up to these levels, look for a reversal. So reverse, that high is taken. This is the same kind of situation we just went through. See how this high gets your reverse, you trade back below. You go, great, if we can get into this, and then also it trades back through it. You go, oh, I'm on the wrong side of this. Gives you an opportunity to get out of your trade. Goes higher. Does not close below it again. Takes out the high. Then reverses again. You trade below it. You come back up inside it. Finally break market structure to the downside with this displacement candle. And then what do? You come back to it for a continuation on the downside. So that's the reversal right there. Off the level that we're looking for, a reversal right here. So higher time frame, lower time frame to access a great entry. So on here, your entry would have been right there. Look at where that's sitting in your wick. After this, it appears right there. So on that wick, if you didn't catch the high, you wait for the first reversal, and that's the first reversal opportunity. The first one failed, but you got an opportunity to get out of your trade. Then the next one worked, and the confirmation is below the low. And you got that too. So both of those worked out there. Can you show AMD? AMD, do I have an AMD in here? Let's get rid of this one. Oh yeah, I think I do have an advanced micro. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's still lower. I don't see anything that supports it going higher yet. On a daily, still looking lower prices on that. I don't see a reversal yet. Yeah, there's AMD right there. 1 hour. You're inside this range here on the 1 hour. You need to get above here. Break in market structure. This I like to see reverse back into here. You got equal lows below you. They're probably not going to leave those untouched before going higher. So if you're just waiting on a daily chart, you don't have a daily reversal yet. An hourly chart, you've got a small consolidation displacement above this gap. You're into the 50% of that range already, so it would have to come into a discount for you to come back higher, and there's nothing in here that would support price for me to reach for other than here to here. Pull your fib tool and run the fib retracement on the way up. So I would look for 75, 70, 75, 79% retracement right off 75, and then because that's right off the last up close candle there, and then look for a continuation back down lower. If you can get through this candle's high and find some support at that to go higher, then the best thing I could reach for was be like right in here, 121 to 122.50. Then you got relative equal highs above you, but you'd have to see a nice obvious displacement above you here. And right now your daily doesn't give you any indication that you want to go in that direction. At least that's what I see anyway. Michael posted his execution 30 minutes back. Any idea what is that blue box? What fair value gap was it? Which one are you talking about? This blue box right here? It's this big box. Overlap. Daily array, daily array. So these are daily fair value gaps. Oops. From there to there, imbalances, fair value gaps. Oops, that should go right there. And that should go right there. Right there. Those are the overlapping ones. And there's also a gap in here. So there's lots of overlapping stuff. So those two together, that's what those are. You're welcome, Joan. Sorry for any confusion. I was referring to his video. Oh, I don't watch his video right now. I hardly watch Michael's stuff. I'm not at his, I've got my setups. I've got my analysis. I don't need Michael to tell me what to do anymore. So if you guys are still watching his videos, that's great. Good for you. He's given a lot more clarity, a lot more precision than I do, I'm sure. But this is my thing. I've broken away and I'm on my own, doing my own thing now. So that's what he wanted us to get to. And that's where I'm at. I'll go back and watch his videos occasionally. I haven't watched his, I think I've watched one video this year so far. I'll get back to it. I'll watch more of them. It's not like I don't want to keep learning. I've just got my way of analyzing the markets now. So unfortunately, that's all you get is my bias. Eventually, you'll get sick of my bias and find somebody that gives you something that's more up your alley, I suppose. That's okay. We all move on. Sideline the carrot. We're in this consolidation again. Above the premium, discount, premium. Oh, he explained it in the audio. Yeah, that's right. I'm all grown up on my own now. That's not to say that I don't come home to dad and say, hey, I need a couple of bucks. Show me what I'm doing wrong. So far, the stuff that he's been producing, like his midnight open range stuff, that new stuff he kind of posted, that there's nothing in that that you can't find in these inversion fair value gaps and support levels. I could go back there and draw them out for you, and you'd see. Like I saw his video, was like, yeah, well, there's still an inversion there. You can catch that. It doesn't have to be as complicated as you're making it. Just play off the inversion and you can still get the same result. If you want to do your projections, that's great. But it just seemed more complicated than necessary. Like you can literally go back and look at any one of those things and look for these inversions and look how they provide a level of support to go higher. And then use this midnight open range to do your fib projections on swings if you want. But even the reversals, you'll still see the reversals the same way. This reversal right here, you'll still see the same reversal back into the range. Nothing changes, man. This is such a consistent thing that I see, that no matter what time, what your strategy is, I'll bet you I can find my reversal inside that supports your strategy. And the more complicated it is, that's just that. It's just more complicated. I'm trying to think. I try to make it as simple as I can. I'm getting old now, so things have to be a lot more simpler for me. So trying to stay inside these charts, stay in price action. If you can stay in price action with each candle, then no matter what your strategy is, you should be able to do a precise or precision entry if you have your rules set accordingly. What else have we got over here? Gold. Is it an important level? Immediate rebalance. We drew this one in here on a 1 minute chart and look at it. Tell me that's not a sensitive level on gold. That's 5 minute chart. Look at it on a 1 minute chart. Which one did we put that on? We called it a 1 minute. I said, I'll call it a 1 minute chart. What was it on the hourly? What was that on? I'm trying to think about where we saw that now. What are we outlining there? 5 minute chart? Ah, right there. This guy. That's what we're outlining. Watch. See it right there? Bang, bang, bang. Tell me how sensitive that level is from way back there. And that's yesterday. So I want to see that come all the way down. Oh, it's already come down there already. See how it just tapped it? It comes down to the discount, box to box trading. Premium discount. I bet you that's premium right there. Right on the edge of premium discount. So you'd still come up into here. There's an immediate rebalance here as well. A retap of this old order block breaker. Takes out a couple of little highs there. So look for 28.68 for upside if that decides to run back into here. Bitcoin. Still looking for Bitcoin to get back up into here. It's sluggish. The whole day is pretty sluggish, hey? Disney's failed to get up in that, got up to that consequent encroachment of that wick again. It's been total crap, yeah. Off this order block. Usually when you see a break in market structure, it likes to come back to the structure and then continue going lower. So we'll see if this continues to strike all the way back down here now. And we're in a definite market maker sell model. And this is like second stage distribution. This could be, again, that unicorn run down into here. So Gary, if you're watching, just be careful. This is not just some randomness. If this is the next price leg down, if we start digging back into this candle and taking out these lows again on a close, then you're looking for a return to this consolidation, I think. Yeah. Too many PD arrays to get down there right now, but that's the potential for a run down there. Look at that, right off those boxes. Premium discount. Like literally when they announced the, so it hit that premium level and then instantly they announced this whole tariffs crap, whap, right down to the discount box. Started from the discount box and climbed its way back up again. Interesting. This is the structure break I want to see in Royal Bank. I want to see this. We already hit this level here in Laurentian. I like to see down here at 25 bucks again. Look at that perfect fill of that. Talk about come back and immediately rebalance something, hey? Banks just go the quickest liquidity. All these people that are looking to run higher, they quickly ran back and took them out. They always run to liquidity. Whenever there's a panic situation going on, they run to liquidity and start pairing it up. So they, all these guys who wanted to go long, they quickly grab them, take them out of the trade, and then start going long again. So all these guys that were pairing up but wanted to go short, snap down here, took them, profit, paid them out. Now we're looking for running higher. Yeah, all these look like they're coming down. I want to see this keep getting up here now. We're right near the top of it. So 56, 56, 60, 56, 52, I should say. So climb up on top of that. And then the next, look for the next level. It's got to get above is 56.82. If you're into Forex stuff. Canada dollar. Piece of crap. So there's your, still no body above that yet. That's a 10% return on your money just in one day. Plus they pay double digits for dividends too. Wherever. So we tapped that, almost tapped that. Now we're eating through that. So almost tapped that, went higher, extended the range, done. Now we're tracing back through this. So that level there, if you look at it, you notice how we didn't quite get it. Didn't quite come back and tap it. It just kept going. So you can't get in on that one for range extension to the premium. Hits the premium, comes back. Ignore this line now. Now you've got this whole range from there. Does it bounce off of there, there, these two, that guy right there? High, open, mean threshold. Those are all the different Peter rays you got to reach for. 50% of that whole range. Draw from low to high, look for 50%. Should probably put you around here somewhere. Yeah, puts you right off the top of this breaker here. So I'd be looking for around 7201 on the downside. Oh, unfortunately, we didn't get much action here today, guys. You took Disney for the day. Took some runs. Nice. Mm-hmm. 48. Holy smokes. Turtle soup inversion check. Change of state delivery first value option break. One trade this morning. That's it. It was any good anyway. Mm-hmm. See the range you're in now here? You got this premium array, you got this discount array inside this range. There's nothing up here. All you've got is this here. Oh, sorry. No, you don't have that there. This would be an immediate rebalance on this side. So all you've got is this breaker here. Back to standing again. Remember mentioning we want to see this create a fair value gap here, and then use this to punch down a wick into here, either fill this fair value gap up, retap this imbalance, and then start to go higher. Like this would be the next price leg up. So a little retracement back into here. So you've got that run here, reverse, a small little retracement in here during lunch hour, and then a pump up. So I'd expect to see something like this. But when that one's done, we see a retracement back into here like that, and then go higher. On the next candle. And that could come, this piece here could come all the way down into here. Anything inside this box. Well, anticlimactic this morning, hey folks. Yeah, it's a crazy non-farm payroll kind of a week, right? Would like to still get in oil short. I think it's on a run up now, isn't it? Yeah. This would be kind of an interesting, if we had, let's say, brings us into this order block here. We'll see how that acts off of this inversion here, or this fair value gap. It's not an inversion yet, it's just a fair value gap right there. We've taken these little highs out here, small reverse here. So if we can stay inside this and roll over, if not, pull 50% of that range, take it from that high to the low. There's 50% right in that fair value gap we're looking for. So if it just pops up above there, a wick, it's fine. Into this order block, mean threshold maybe, and then start coming back down. With the bodies, we'll see where the bodies close. Wicks can do a bit of damage, come back down. As long as the body closes down inside here, then it's still potentially an optimum trade entry reversal for continuation on the downside. So we're through the mean threshold. There's the 62% retracement. Watch, see in the next 27 seconds if that pulls back on you. Just watch, see where it closes. I'll be right back. I'm just going to go bathroom. Good. You see how the body closed above it? 62% retracement. I just wanted to see a wick up there and come back down. We find support in here and then come up into this premium level right here. So 79% retracement. Let's see if this holds now for continuation. Goes below this little swing here. Look for this, provide support to come back down into this range. Pull your fib tool from there, high to this low. Right now you can see how that inversion, it was a fair value gap, now it's an inversion. You want to see it tap it and go if you want to go higher and start to work the downside of it. So now this also becomes an important level. The markets are just moving slow and sloppy. High taken, change direction, not validated yet. Anybody got a song? Anybody want to sing a song or something? This is the 32. This range, 62%. Price lag up, completed. These two candles here. in this breaker. Anybody want me to look at anything specifically? Like you're looking at a stock or? We got another 23, 27 minutes of this candle. See where it sets up and see if this fair value gap here becomes something of support. It's consequent. So in other words, if I want to see this go long, the next hour, which is lunch hour, you want to see a measure of retracement. And typically from 11:30 till 1:30, there's a measure of retracement back on the range that was created for the day. So I would expect to see some withdrawal or a reversal candle coming back down. You want to see, does it hit the top of this and you get an institutional order flow entry drill and to go higher? Does it come back into the consequent encroachment, which is the old high here that lines up with the old high, and then you get a reaction off of that? And or does it come all the way back to this premium array again, tap it to go higher? So you'll see the three different narratives that you can build off of each one of those. So that's how I kind of build a narrative over what am I looking for. If it comes back into that range, there's three different trade setups: institutional order flow entry drill, old high, or an inversion, key off of an inversion. So you watch. So on the lower time frames, when you start to see this coming back here, you look for your institutional order flow entry drill. So as soon as it runs these lows out again, and you see a setup in here for a long, you take the institutional order flow entry drill. If it just keeps coming back and you don't see that entry yet, you look for this old high here and you look for any opportunity to see the reversal in here at the consequent encroachment of the BISI. And it loses its luster for me. If it's really strong and wants to go high, then it loses strength as it starts to get through the consequent encroachment. If we start to get back to this old high or open here, that's fine by me as well. So 21,592. Again, look for a reversal. Last one is just before that closes, 75% of that range, leaving a piece open to go higher. Another one, full fill, go higher. Another one, reverse right off this imbalance, go higher, or back to consequent encroachment again, higher, here, higher. There's multiple different ways that you can look for entries to go higher. Now, what you're looking for is a nice clean one. So if you do hit that, that's where your eyes start to look and search for those reversals, because you want to continue on a higher time frame objective to run into a deeper range, even into 21,724 up in here, like right where that, extend that guy a little bit higher, 21,774. Close enough, right there. So anywhere inside here, we're looking for that reversal for an upside objective. Does that make sense? So those are kind of the narratives I'm kind of building around those. The lunch hour and what you expect to see during a lunch hour. If you all disagree, by all means, let me know. If you see something different, let me know. I'd like to know what you got there. And then Ollie's got his afternoon macro. If it creates the high of the day at, is it 150 to 210? You're looking at that macro. If that macro is already set up the high of the day, then the fair value gap that's formed off the top of that should be a safe run for a reversal. I think that's how we looked at it. I could be wrong. Ollie, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that box valid? Yes. Yes, it is. So Sapanta, there's don't forget the breaker also has a very its own set of PD arrays. Make sure you identify those before reaching for that premium. Consolidation, displace above. Nice displacement. Back to cam 1, cam 2, cam 3 right here. So you got a cam 1 model entry right off the top of the bodies. You have a fair value gap. It was traded, it was reclaimed multiple times, and now you want to see it retap, go higher, clean out the old highs, and we'll see if we get a little new high and then a retracement back down here. If this doesn't happen, then I'll just sit in the sidelines and wait. This may be one of those wait till next week type of days. Just sitting inside that equilibrium area of that range. You're just banging around on equilibrium right now. Keep going premium back into that discount, premium discount box. So see how that one's still holding price right there? You're still inside that inversion. So it's a wait and see. Gold finally worked through, hit this, came back, tapped the consequent encroachment. Now you got to run to this high here. You get through this order block here on the upside, find support at that. That will be a nice little tap and go. And this that's the line in the sand right there. No bodies below there for cam 3. Cam 2. Got to get above there though. Realize that, right? It's going to go above, come back, find support. Cam 1, 2, 3. UAL. UAL. I think when we gave this to you last time, we wanted to see a body get above that. We didn't want to see a body get below it. It did. Little stop run. Now we've opened and traded back inside it. So for me, really, you're between the mean threshold of this candle you want to see give way if you want more upside on a close. And that candle taken, I want to see it pop out of here. Whew. And find support back inside this range. Anywhere from that candle's low, or sorry, that candle's open to that candle's high. I want to see that support. I wouldn't want to see the mean threshold of this candle get taken, but considering the imbalances that are going on inside there, you could see a retap of that from the above before coming up into here. You're welcome, Craig. Anything else you want me to look at? If not, I'm going to call her quits until after lunch and see if we can find something around 150 to 210 or 130. Look for a reversal at 130. And then the 150 to 210 range. See if we can't sit the high of the day. You're very welcome. You are welcome, everybody. Yeah, I'm going to call her quits there and move to the sidelines. We're just going to wait. Wait for a cleaner day, folks. Wait for a cleaner day. Sometimes you just sit back and do nothing. Test it. Have a little test, low grade test trades. I guess the fun one with this morning would have been the 930, staying in the 930 reversal, catching that. Yeah, the 930 reversal was the only feasible run. 910 turn, man. Look at that. 930 open, order block, trade above it right here, trade back into it right here, go long. We'll get there. We'll catch it. Our days are coming, folks. Your day's coming. I will see you guys probably this afternoon. If my wife is not back right away, then I'll pop on again this afternoon. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early. Take care. Sorry we couldn't get you anything good today, but you know, sometimes like Derek says, no trade's a position as well. No trade is a position as well. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Sorry, couldn't get you much there.